Got it. Lovely. Okay, so this is already week 7, which is hard to believe, but here we are gathering together. As Amber so beautifully pointed out, for everyone that's here in the physical and the non-physical. And this is a sacred space and an offering for those of you who are with us in heart, in spirit, and in body. And our goal and my intention for us today is to find connection and healing, to tap into our inner wisdom and divinity so that we can find that place where there's always light and calm and joy and wholeness. So we'll start off as we always do with our mantra. And our mantra is Om Asatoma Sat Gamaya Tama Soma Joitir Gamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. For those of you unfamiliar with this beautiful mantra, it's simply saying, guide me from darkness to light, from untruth to truth, and from death to eternal life. So I invite you to sing along if you feel called. Otherwise, let it resonate here in your heart and let that meaning, that vibration fill every soul and touch you. I'll repeat it 3 times for us. Om Masatoma Sakamaya Tamasoma Joitir Gamaya Mrityurma Mritam Gamaya. Om Masatoma Sakamaya Tamasoma Joitir Gamaya Mrityurma Mritam Gamaya. Om Asatoma Sakamaya Tamasoma Joitir Gamaya Mrityurma Mritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Om. So here in this place of stillness and peace, we'll move right into our meditation today. So I invite you to continue to connect to your breath, letting your inhale and exhale be gentle. As you connect to your breath, begin to bring your awareness to your heart center. Letting any thoughts float by like clouds in the sky. Never judging or analyzing. Simply letting them come and letting them go. As we continue to connect to our breath, we become fully present in this moment of perfection, of wholeness, of divine possibility. Acknowledging that in this moment we are fully supported. Inhale and exhale. As we continue connecting to our breath, we acknowledge our breath as a life force, as this sacred connection to life, our unique rhythm beating within our heart. And as we acknowledge this divine life force, our breath, We acknowledge our body as a temple of life, a temple of the spirit. And with this breath, we are one with the universal divine. We'll begin to introduce our 3-part breath today, gently inhaling first into our abdomen, then side ribs, lastly lifting through the chest. And on an exhale, releasing chest, side ribs, belly. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, and exhaling 1, 2, 3. Letting each inhale be an invitation for renewal, and each exhale a letting go, a surrender, a release of anything that's not serving us. Each breath is a new opportunity. As we continue with our 3-part breath, we'll begin to introduce our mantra, Om Lam. Inhaling silently to ourselves, Om, and exhaling Lam. Om Lam. Om Lam. With this mantra, we give reverence to Earth. We call her divine name and give gratitude for her support and nourishment. Om Lam. By rooting into this present moment, we find unity and connection. Lam is a bija mantra of the earth element, the root chakra, our foundation of shape and form. When we wish to grow and expand, we root. We find strength and depth in our deep connection and foundation. We can enjoy the blossoming, the expansion, but to grow, we ground. We find nourishment by rooting. Om Lam. I root to radiate. I root to radiate. We'll begin to let go of our bija mantra now as we move in to the visualization part of today's meditation. Continuing with your breath, allow your mantra to slowly and gently subside, bringing your awareness back to your heart center. And with your mind's eye, seeing yourself on an open prairie, on a beautiful hilltop. You feel the breeze across your face and the wild grass brushing your calf. And as you begin to flutter your eyes open, looking into the distance over the prairie, you see a beautiful, expansive tree growing tall and wide. You see people gathered there at the base of this sacred tree. And your joyfulness and curiosity moves you closer. You find a path walking down the hill, past a small creek gurgling over the rocks and pebbles. And you smile, thinking how far this water has traveled, where it's come from, and the adventure that lies ahead of it. And in that moment, you feel full gratitude for Earth, her abundance, and specifically for the water that feeds the soil, the fruits and vegetables, the living things. As you continue on down your path, getting closer to this tree, you feel yourself stepping into its shade. Its large branches soaring to the sky and reaching its arms wide. The tree has the energy of a hug, a stable, loving, maternal figure with her arms open wide. And you stand here in the presence of this sacred tree. And you know from your head to your toe that you are loved, that you are taken care of. And as you look around, you see there's beautiful petals all over the ground. You see baskets and baskets of different flowers at the base of the tree. And you see others sprinkling these flowers on the ground, offering them as a gift, an offering of love to this sacred tree. You walk over to a basket of your favorite flowers, and with both hands you scoop them up, taking in the scent. You breathe deeply. And on an exhale, you let the flowers fall at your feet, decorating, blessing, and gifting the earth with her own beautiful bounty. As you look up and begin to look around again, you see so many gathered there, all in silence, but with joy on their faces and in their hearts. You see them tying ribbons on the branches of the tree. And without saying a word, you know that this is a divine place of prayer and offering. And that these ribbons are desires, wishes, offerings, and gratitude. You see a basket of these beautiful ribbons, and with your very own heart's intentions, you pick up a handful of ribbons, letting each ribbon represent the deepest wish, prayer, and desire of your heart. Slowly and gracefully, you make your way to a branch, a special branch that calls your name. And slowly, gracefully, and intentionally, you tie the ribbons one by one. And as you tie each ribbon, you feel lighter. You feel the warmth, the love, the peace filling you. You know that you are seen, that you are heard, and that you are divinely cared for. As you tie your last ribbon on the branch, you look around and you begin to see familiar faces, loved ones from past and present. And you realize that they've always been here, that they'll always be here in this sacred space. And that anytime you need to come for support, love, healing, that you will be welcomed here with open arms. You see that people are beginning to make a circle around this sacred tree, holding hands, smiling silently at each other. And you join this sacred circle, holding the hands of your loved ones, acknowledging in each face, known and unknown. You acknowledge yourself and the other in yourself. Here in this place of sacred connection, your heart fills with love and joy. And you know that each one of these people is an intrinsic part of your life, and that you are an intrinsic part of theirs. Without saying anything, you released your hands. Bring them to your heart center as you bow into yourself and the others gathered here. You gently and slowly begin to leave the circle as you make your way back up the hill, smiling to yourself again as you pass the babbling creek, feeling the grass tickle your fingertips. You notice birds chirping in the background, and you look back over your shoulder as this sacred prayer tree gets smaller in the distance. You acknowledge that this sacred space exists always, and that you can return here anytime. That even when you're not at the foot of the tree in this sacred space, that loved ones past and present are there holding space for you, keeping you in their hearts and in their prayers. You stand now at the top of the hill, roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. And you begin to bring your mind's eye back to your physical location. You begin to notice the sounds of the room you're in. Noticing your physical body, your breath. And here in this moment, in this physical space, I invite you to bring your palms together at your heart center, letting the backs of your hands rest against your chest, letting your chin fall towards towards your chest as you bow in towards your fingertips. Taking a moment to acknowledge yourself as a divine being, as one with the universe, one who radiates love and hope and compassion for not only yourself, your loved ones, but the world. On an exhale, you can let your palms fall to your lap. On an open mouth exhale, releasing anything you may still be holding on to. Taking one last cleansing breath as a release, a letting go. We'll end our meditation today with one ring of the singing bowl. Slowly and gently, I invite you to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, you can begin to flutter your eyes open. I invite you to carry this peace with you throughout the day, sharing it with those you meet, and knowing that in any uncertainty, in any fear, in any discomfort, that you can go within, that you can connect to divine source, that everything you need and everything you seek, you have and you are. Thank you so much for joining me again this week, and I hope to see you all again next week. Blessings and divine healing to all.